Well, 2023 is almost over, and I don't know about you, but it's been one heck of a roller coaster ride of a year between interest rates shooting up to 8% or just over 8% to see them come crashing down right now. And I'm smiling big time ear to ear because of that. And I'm hoping 2024 is a much more stable and reasonable interest rate environment than it was in 2023 so we can help more people get into homes. I want to do more mortgages, and I know you want to sell more homes. And what I wanted to talk about today were four strategies that could be implemented to help overcome some of the challenges we have today. Everybody knows with inflation being through the roof, there's less money left over after the bills and groceries are bought and things like that to put into savings. And we are looking at utilizing some strategies to help homeowners look in places they might normally not look to help them with a down payment. So let's move over to the next slide. And option number one, if a borrower has a 401k and if they have a 401k that allows for it, they could tap into that 401k for their down payment and closing costs. Now, I know some people are adamant about not doing that. It is a personal financial decision on the buyer's part whether or not they want to do that, but it is an option. And I always recommend that they talk with a plan advisor or their financial advisor to see if it's a good move for them. Not all 401k or retirement accounts will allow for that without some sort of a penalty, but lots of 401k plans do allow um, either the borrowing of the money and or a withdrawal that doesn't have a huge tax implication on them. And the nice thing about a withdrawal or a loan from a 401k is we don't have to count that payment against their debt ratio because that's a secured loan. It's backed up by their own money. So if they take out, let's say, a $50,000 loan from the 401k and the monthly payment is $500 a month, we don't have to count that loan payment on the 401k into their overall debt ratio. So it's not going to kill the home deal because now they don't ratio for the purchase of a house. So again, 401k, if they've got money in there and the plan allows for it, it's a great way for someone to come up with their down payment and closing costs. But again, I always refer them to the plan administrator or their financial advisor in order to see if that's the right decision for them. Now, option number two, get funds from a family member. If you've got a rich aunt, uncle, grandma, mom, dad, cousins, immediate family members, you can get a gift from them if they're able to give you one. And a lot of first time homebuyers utilize this as a way to help them get into their first house. So mom and dad, can come up with 3.5 to 5% of the down payment on the house. It's really easy to do. We fill out a gift letter from mom and dad saying, hey, mom and dad are going to give $5,000 to Steve and Sally to purchase their first home. It's a gift. It's not a loan. They don't have to repay it. It's very easy and straightforward. Lenders do it all the time. So it's a piece of cake. So if mom and dad or grandma, grandpa, aunts, and uncles can give a gift, that's the way to go as well. And utilize it a lot, especially with first time home buyers. Now, on the next slide, down payment assistance programs. There are tons and tons of down payment assistance programs out there. Some are available nationwide, some are state specific, some are even city specific. So, depending on the location, the state that you're in, the city that you're in, will show the availability of those programs. Now, those programs do come with additional rules, so to speak, and not everybody is a great candidate for that. Maybe they make too much money to qualify for the program. Maybe they don't want to be on the hook for repaying that. But there's really nothing negative to those programs. Honestly, they're really good. Illinois Housing Development Authority, or IDA, they have a great program. Tennessee Housing Authority or Tennessee Housing Development Authority, they have a great program. I do those kind of down payment assistance programs in both states. They're awesome. But again, the thing that you've got to do is you got to make sure that the borrower fits in the box, and that's my job to take care of that. There are some income restrictions here and there, but again, if they don't fit into those down payment assistance programs, heck, we've got 1% down loan programs right now through one of my best lenders, United Wholesale Mortgage, that don't have any income restrictions at all. So now they're looking at 1% down. So if down payment is the biggest challenge, we certainly have loan programs out there available today to help with that. Okay. Now, the last slide is seller concessions. Sellers can contribute up to a certain percentage of the sales price of the home towards a buyer's closing costs and prepaid items. It cannot be used for down payment, but we can pay appraisal, credit. I mean, all the lender fees. We can help with the escrow. We can, help prepay the homeowner's insurance for the first year in advance, things like that. All the prepaid items, seller concession can take care of that. Now, the seller concession is going to change the percentage based on how much money that the borrower is putting down. And I've got a table that will show what that is. So if you email me, I'm happy to send you the table that shows with this much money down, you can do, or this percentage down, you can do this much of a seller concession. Now, think about it. If we do a 1% down program and seller concession, now the borrower, if we get the right concession, now the borrower only has to come up with 1% of a down payment. So if they're buying a $200,000 house, they've got to come up with a $2,000 down payment. And we use the seller concession to take care of their closing costs. So that's going to save them thousands of dollars. They can keep that in the bank. Or if they don't have it, then we don't have to go fight to find those dollars, if that makes sense. So, if there's a way to get it done, if the person qualifies for the program, we'll make it happen. So, if we've got some creative strategies, and as agents, you guys know what to do if you've been in this business for any length of time. If we've got a cooperative and motivated seller and we've got a good pre approval for your buyers, which I'm happy to do for you, then we can make more of these deals happen and we can overcome these down payment assistance, or excuse me, these down payment challenges. Not a problem at all. So, I look forward to helping you and your buyers get into a home. I hope this information has been helpful to you, and reach out to me anytime. I'm always here to help. 217-618-6811. Call or text me at that number, or you can email me at aaron.gallagher@edgehomefinance.com. Have a great day.